Everyone's always talking about the bright lights of Las Vegas, the mega parks of Orlando, or the buzz of Nashville. But tucked into the Smoky Mountains are two towns that just keep reinventing themselves. And 2026 might be their biggest glow-up yet. Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg are getting a wave of new attractions. NightFlight at Dollywood brings late-night thrills. Anakeesta is expanding in a big way. Laurel Falls is reopening after major improvements. Giant dinos are stomping into the island in Pigeon Forge. And Slick City is bringing high-flying indoor action. The Smokies are growing bigger, faster, and more exciting than ever. Mountain air in, adventure mode on. Let's see what's new in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg for 2026. Dollywood's NightFlight Pigeon Forge. The NightFlight Expedition is a completely new type of ride experience and the largest attraction investment in the park's history, costing around $50 million. Imagine stepping into a massive indoor hangar and boarding a futuristic amphibious vehicle designed to travel both on coaster tracks and through water. The adventure begins with what feels like a nighttime flight over the Great Smoky Mountains. All of this is brought to life with large-scale projection mapping, sound effects, and lighting that simulate soaring through the dark mountain sky. Then the experience changes as you plunge into rushing whitewater rapids before climbing into a mountain-style coaster section that rises nearly 3 stories high. The final moments glide across a glowing, bioluminescent lake, completing a story-driven expedition through the Smokies. The entire attraction lasts about 5.5 minutes and reaches speeds of roughly 29 miles per hour, all inside a 44,000-square-foot climate-controlled building, meaning it can operate regardless of weather. As for pricing, there's no separate ticket required. NightFlight Expedition is included with regular Dollywood park admission, though 2026 season pass holders may get early access before the public opening. And it starts at $94.99 for a daily adult ticket, while children's daily admission is $84.99. Anakeesta's Crystal Express Lift, Gatlinburg. In 2026, one of the biggest upgrades visitors will notice at Anakeesta in Gatlinburg is a brand new way to reach the mountaintop. The Crystal Express, a next-generation scenic gondola designed to make the journey itself part of the adventure. Instead of simply riding a chairlift up the mountain, travelers now step into sleek, panoramic cabins that feel almost like floating observation pods and transport you from downtown Gatlinburg to the scenic mountainside with 360-degree views of the Smokies. As the gondola climbs, the experience becomes a kind of guided aerial tour. The cabins are surrounded by wraparound glass and even glass floors, so you can see the forest stretching beneath your feet, giving riders a full 360-degree view of the landscape. The ride lasts only about 4 minutes. The new gondola system includes 56 cabins, each able to carry about 6 guests, and it dramatically increases capacity. Now, they have roughly tripled the number of visitors that can reach the summit compared with the previous lift. That means shorter wait times and a much faster start to the mountaintop experience. And the best part is that there's no separate ticket required. The Crystal Express ride is included with general Anakeesta admission. Dollywood After Dark, Pigeon Forge. The NightFlight ride wasn't the only thing new at Dollywood this year. The park's new After Dark experience, called Neon Nights, transforms Dollywood's splash country into a glowing nighttime playground filled with music, lights, and after-hours access to some of the park's most popular water attractions. So instead of leaving when the gates close, guests who attend the event get to experience the water park from 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. on select summer nights. Guests can jump right into some of the park's biggest attractions like Mountain Waves, Fire Tower Falls, Mountain Scream, Swiftwater Run, and the Butterfly, etc. And the best part? After dark means shorter wait times because there will be fewer people there. The whole experience feels like a summer festival in the Smokies. Plus, there are exclusive experiences during the event, like a limited-time dining menu featuring specialty snacks and drinks created just for Neon Nights, along with event-only merchandise. As for tickets, the event is relatively affordable for a special after-hours experience. Entry to Neon Nights costs $39.99 per person, with discounts available for certain Dollywood Gold and Diamond Season Pass holders. But even that's not all. Laurel Falls reopening Gatlinburg. One of the most anticipated outdoor experiences returning near Gatlinburg in 2026 is the reopening of Laurel Falls Trail inside Great Smoky Mountains National Park. For more than a year, this beloved hike has been closed for a major rehabilitation project, but the trail is expected to reopen in the summer of 2026, just in time for peak travel season in the Smoky Mountains. Laurel Falls is one of the park's most visited hikes, drawing over 300,000 visitors each year, and the upgrades are specifically designed to make the experience safer and easier for travelers of all ages. As you begin the walk, you'll follow the park's famous paved trail, which leads about 1.3 miles to the waterfall. The renovation includes new viewing platforms at the falls, and one of the biggest improvements is the reduction of the crowding and slippery walks, which made the falls a bit dangerous. The trail itself has also been repaved and widened, replacing the aging asphalt that dated back to 1963 and had become cracked and uneven over the decades. Along the way, hikers will also notice new educational signs explaining park safety, wildlife awareness, and leave no trace principles. Parking and access have also been improved with upgrades to the trailhead area and the addition of roughly 50 new parking spaces, helping reduce the congestion that often frustrated visitors in the past. Run Dollywood Pigeon Forge. One of the most interesting new experiences is the Run Dollywood Race Weekend. The event takes place April 25th to 26th, 2026, and for the first time ever, guests can actually run through the theme park and the surrounding Smoky Mountain landscape as part of a full race weekend. When the race begins, the course winds directly through Dollywood and nearby areas, giving participants a scenic tour of the park while they run past rides, themed areas, and the beautiful spring scenery of the Smoky Mountains. Along the way, runners will come across live music and on-course entertainment. There are several race options depending on how adventurous you're feeling. Saturday features a kids' fun run, a 5K, and a 10K, while Sunday's main event is a half marathon that serves as the weekend's marquee race. At the finish line, winners receive commemorative medals, event shirts, and official race photos to mark the experience. Registration prices vary depending on the race. A 5K entry costs about $69.90, the 10K around $91.10, and the half marathon about $112.30, while bundled packages that include 2 days of Dollywood park admission can reach roughly $197 or more. But if you think about applying, please do it soon, because some races are already booked up. Or you can wait for the fall Dollywood event. Anakeesta Firefly Renewed Experience, Gatlinburg. One of the most magical adventures at Anakeesta will be the Firefly experience, part of the park's massive Making More Magic expansion. Rather than simply walking through the mountaintop park during the day, this immersive attraction brings the beloved synchronous fireflies of the Smoky Mountains to life through artful lighting and storytelling year-round and after dark, not just in the brief, real-world firefly season. As you delve in, the trees begin to sparkle with tiny twinkling lights that seem to dance in a carefully crafted mimicry of the legendary firefly displays that draw visitors from across the world each spring. The Firefly experience will be woven into Anakeesta's expanded scenic spaces, including the newly reimagined Firefly Village and enhanced Treetop Skywalk, so you can make an evening of it. Like other attractions at Anakeesta, the Firefly experience doesn't require a separate ticket, but is included with a general admission ticket. Dinos at the Island, Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge's Jurassic adventure will transform the entire entertainment complex into a walk-through prehistoric world, filled with more than 20 life-sized animatronic dinosaurs that move, roar, and interact with guests. As you wander through the plaza, you'll encounter 22 animatronic dinosaurs placed throughout the property, each designed with realistic movements and sounds. Many displays also include interactive elements and educational plaques explaining the species, turning the whole area into a kind of outdoor dinosaur exhibit mixed with a theme park atmosphere. The experience really comes alive when you reach the famous Island Show Fountain. Here, a 23-foot-tall Brachiosaurus and its baby appear as part of a specially designed fountain show synchronized with lights and music. Visitors can also take part in the Dinosaur Challenge, which sends guests around the property scanning QR codes at each dinosaur to learn more about them and unlock a free prize at the end of the hunt. And best of all, Jurassic Adventure is completely free, so everyone can enjoy. Gatlinburg Adventure Mining, Gatlinburg. When you roll down the parkway in Gatlinburg looking for something a little different in 2026, one of the most hands-on attractions waiting to add sparkle to your trip is Gatlinburg Adventure Mining. It's exactly the kind of place that turns a regular afternoon into a treasure hunt, especially for families and kids who want to break from hiking and museums and do something engaging and playful in town. Instead of just browsing a gift shop, you're handed a bucket of mining rough and invited to sift through it to discover real gemstones, fossils, and even colorful crystals hidden inside. The setup is designed to mimic the feel of a real gem mine while you're searching for hidden treasures. The experience is simple and flexible. Guests choose their bucket based on how adventurous they want to be. Smaller buckets are ideal for younger kids and offer a fun, hands-on way to hunt for shiny stones, while larger or premium buckets are perfect for seasoned treasure seekers. But remember, the ticket cost is determined by your bucket size, and options start around $20 for a basic gem hunt and go up to $110 for larger motherlode buckets that include rarer finds. Slick City Pigeon Forge. What used to be the Top Jump is now renovated and converted into a Slick City action park. When it opens, it'll introduce something the Smoky Mountains have never had before: the world's first indoor slide park, which falls somewhere between hikes and theme parks. You've got towering slides twisting across the building like a giant indoor water park, but there's no water involved. Instead, riders climb to the top platforms and launch down sleek, high-speed slides. Attractions include slides like Mega Launch, Royal Flush, and Fast Lane, where guests can race friends down multi-lane tracks. There are more than 20 slides in total, along with air courts where visitors can jump into games of dodgeball or basketball. There's even a dedicated junior jungle play area with smaller slides and climbing obstacles designed just for kids. And it's indoor, so we're talking year-round fun. As for pricing, the Pigeon Forge location hasn't released its official ticket prices yet. However, other Slick City parks typically sell time-based tickets with around $29.99 for a 90-minute session and about $34.99 for 120 minutes, plus a small fee for required grip socks. So Pigeon Forge should be in the same ballpark. New Titanic Museum exhibit, Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge's Titanic Museum attraction has a newly enhanced exhibit focused on the ship's dining culture and everyday life. The museum will feature several rare artifacts appearing on public display for the first time, along with refreshed storytelling throughout the attraction. As you explore deeper into the galleries, you eventually reach the updated dining gallery, where the new exhibit features the rare original Titanic menus, including examples from the ship's sea trials and maiden voyage, and even a menu from the final meal served aboard the Titanic before it sank. These items are part of one of the largest collections of authentic Titanic menus ever displayed publicly. The exhibit also highlights the people behind those meals. Displays introduce visitors to the ship's bakers and kitchen staff, along with new materials about Titanic's musicians led by band leader Wallace Hartley, whose band famously continued playing during the disaster. Anakeesta Treetop Skywalk, elevated Gatlinburg. Anakeesta's Crystal Express lift isn't the only new thing at the tower. The expanded Treetop Skywalk elevated experience is becoming a highlight of the park's massive Making More Magic expansion. Already known as the longest treetop canopy walk in North America, in spring 2026, this beloved attraction gets even better with new towers, extended bridges, and winding elevated pathways that weave deeper into the forest canopy than before, creating fresh ways to explore the Smokies from high above the ground. With the upgrades, you embark on a forest immersive journey, climbing up to new lookout towers and wandering along scenic elevated paths that open out into sweeping views of Gatlinburg and the surrounding Great Smoky Mountains. As part of visiting Anakeesta, access to the Treetop Skywalk is included with general admission, which in 2026 requires a timed entry ticket between $28.99 and $37.99 for adults online, with lower rates for children and seniors. Harvey's Boo Bash, Dollywood Pigeon Forge. Dollywood's Harvey's Boo Bash starts at 9 p.m., and this limited-capacity Halloween celebration opens exclusively for guests who have a special event ticket and lasts until midnight. The event runs until midnight on select nights, October 16th, 23rd, and 30th, turning the park into a cozy, autumn-themed nighttime playground. We're talking a sky full of glowing pumpkins with the famous Great Pumpkin Luminites display, featuring thousands of illuminated jack-o'-lanterns that light up the pathways as music and festive decorations create a warm fall atmosphere across the park. As you wander deeper into the park, you'll find candy collecting stations scattered throughout the streets, along with exclusive treats treats and snacks created just for the event. On top of that, many of Dollywood's popular rides stay open during the party, giving guests the rare chance to experience the park's attractions at night, while Harvey, the park's lovable pumpkin character, serves as the evening's guide. Because Harvey's Boo Bash is a separately ticketed, limited attendance event, the crowds are smaller and the atmosphere feels more relaxed than a typical park day. While Dollywood has confirmed that it requires its own ticket, the exact ticket price for the 2026 event has not yet been publicly announced. Suites and Play New Golf Course, Pigeon Forge. One of the newer entertainment spots adding even more family fun to Pigeon Forge is the suite-themed mini-golf experience, which will occupy the same space that was once held by Beyond the Lens. It's right across the Titanic Museum attraction. The mini-golf course features a world filled with bright colors and giant candy-themed scenery with 19 holes of mini-golf, where players putt their way past obstacles like Cocoa Cliffs, ice cream sculpted canyons, and playful candy characters in a fully climate-controlled environment, making it perfect even during rainy or hot Smoky Mountain days. After finishing the round, the experience continues beyond the course. Visitors can stop by the on-site candy shop packed with bulk sweets and colorful treats, grab ice cream, or try additional attractions like mini bowling and themed escape rooms that extend the fun even further. New restaurants in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Andy's isn't just another ice cream shop, it's part of a family-run frozen custard tradition that's been delighting dessert lovers for decades, with fresh custard made hourly and seasonal flavors that change throughout the year. Locals and visitors alike rave about stopping by after dinner to savor rich, creamy scoops, sundaes, and concretes featuring classics like pumpkin pie in fall or key lime pie in the summer. Andy's frozen custard is the perfect treat for families after a day of hiking or rides. Just a short drive away in Pigeon Forge, evenings can take a completely different turn with the immersive Rigatoni's Murder Mystery Dinner Show. Your average dinner experience will be transformed into a 1930s speakeasy where mobster characters surround you. Hidden clues pop up during a themed meal, and you're invited to help solve a humorous whodunit while actors keep the energy high around your table. Tickets there start at around $59 per person for the dinner and interactive show experience, and upgrading to VIP packages can add extra perks like closer seating and souvenir photos. New hotels in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. In downtown Gatlinburg, the brand new Hotel Indigo Gatlinburg Downtown has opened its doors with a blend of mountain-inspired luxury and modern southern hospitality. This is a 136-room boutique property that pairs chic Art Deco meets rustic design with thoughtful comfort, from plush guest rooms and suites to curated artwork celebrating East Tennessee's heritage. One of the highlights is the Altitude Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, where you can savor locally sourced cuisine and craft cocktails while watching the sun dip behind the Smokies. And the heated Infinity Edge pool with a swim-up bar gives you a relaxing way to unwind under the stars after a full day of adventure. Introductory rooms start around $120 per night, with some opening promotions still available. Just a short drive away in Pigeon Forge, the Smoky Summit Resort community is emerging as one of the area's most ambitious lodging and lifestyle developments. This resort complex features not only a 162-room lodge and 90 townhome-style cabins, but also amenity spaces designed to feel like a destination unto itself. It's complete with a pool complex, a rooftop bar and grill with Smoky Mountain views, walking paths through scenic grounds, a gym, and even a dog park. Nestled near the Tanger outlets and with easy access to both I-40 and the Parkway, Smoky Summit puts you in the center of convenience. With all of these new attractions, major expansions, and new thrill rides and exhibits, Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge are going to dominate 2026. And we're talking all seasons, not just summer. So if you haven't decided where to go on vacation yet, maybe the new expansions of Dollywood or the Anakeesta $100 million renovations will change your mind in 2026. So if you're planning a Smoky Mountains trip in 2026, these new attractions might completely change your itinerary. Which one would you try first? Let me know in the comments.